Hey everyone, thought I'd take a break from the wiki for a moment and get a simple video out. After all, I'm still working on my Castlevania Judgment Berserk videos and they should be ready pretty soon.
Didn't you say you'd be done with that 3 months ago?
Shut up. Anyway, one thing I do like is Mountain Dew. Hey. Yeah, I see you know where I'm going with this now, right? Okay, you mind letting me finish there, Kanye? While I do appreciate all these interesting flavors that Mountain Dew has provided over the years, I do question why they just won't let them stick around or why they need to randomly withhold them from the public. I know a few people like Pitch Black, and there's probably a lot who'd like to see Baja Blast released from the sole custody of Taco Bell. What is that, cough syrup? Personally, despite Red Game Fuel being an unholy hybrid of Code Red and another limited area flavored Livewire, it still remains my all-time favorite, even if both Game Fuel flavors taste like someone melted down a lollipop. It saddens me that they'll release the flavor for like 4 months and then pull it off the market, forcing me to have to search all the stores in an effort to hoard it all. Oh yeah, they get worse. Speaking of liquid confections, our last DEWmocracy was won by Voltage, which was aptly named, as it always gave me a tingling sensation in my fingers after I drank it, which I assume was the effect of my red blood cells attempting to burst through my capillaries. Voltage was contested by Supernova, which is the last word that comes to mind when I think of strawberry melon, and Revolution, appropriately named as it was rather revolting. May I also take the time to mention that Revolution was apparently a berry flavor? Berry is not a flavor. It is a subgroup of fruit. Grapes are berries. Tomatoes are berries. I'm just saying you can't toss that word in there and expect us to know what it's going to taste like. Anyway, it's been 2 years since the first DEWmocracy, and as you can tell by the sheer number of videos pertaining to these flavors, it's a very heated race. Sure, most of these videos are people tasting these flavors and posting overblown reactions, acting as if they had just watched Two Girls, One Cup. By internet law, people say I can't make a video about this anymore, but I'd like to think I can. I deserved that. So, instead of doing that, I've already drank all 3, and I'll just give you my opinion on each in reverse order of how well they're doing in the polls. Which means the first flavor is, no surprise here, Distortion. Distortion is a lime-flavored Mountain Dew. That's about it. It's very green, hypnotically green. It's probably the most visually appealing of all 3 colors, being a very deep, clear green instead of the cloudy red or milky white hues of the other flavors. This does beg the question, though. Why another green Mountain Dew? Regular Mountain Dew's green, so's Diet. Do we really need a third one? Well, if you like lime in your soda, and you think Mountain Dew needed lime in it, this is probably your flavor. I personally don't see why this flavor is even necessary. Haven't we tossed lime into enough sodas by now? What, is lime the new cranberry? Is lime the new flavor that goes with everything? Is lime no longer that thing we add to Corona to convince our brains that we're not actually drinking piss? Distortion is currently in 3rd place, by a landslide margin. It is, however, the front-runner for most likely to be mistaken for regular Mountain Dew by an unobservant family member. But hey, Distortion, don't fret. 3rd place ain't bad, unless you know there's only like 3 competitors. Who's in 2nd place? Well, surprisingly, it's Typhoon. As you've probably figured out from every other video out there, Typhoon seems to be the favorite. Well, the vocal favorite, at least. When it comes to an outright recognizable flavor, Typhoon is a clear winner. It is a tropical punch-flavored dew, and has very strong tones of pineapple and a bit of strawberry. It's strong, flavorful, and sweet. And that's my issue with it. It's too sweet. There's enough overly sweetened versions of Mountain Dew already. It's also the only flavor to make me feel nauseous after about an hour of drinking it. Do you like Hawaiian Punch? Did you always wish it was carbonated? This is your drink. And everyone else's drink, apparently. Well, at least anybody who talks about it. That leaves our surprise frontrunner, Whiteout. Sure, Whiteout is only a few percent ahead in the overall polls, but shockingly, it's in the lead. Well, okay, not shockingly, as most people have mentioned that Whiteout is not a bad flavor in the least. In fact, the polls show this. Many states are fairly divided evenly among Typhoon and Whiteout. Whiteout is one of the more indescribable flavors. It's been described charitably as a smooth citrus dew, uncharitably described as flat Sprite, and bafflingly described as the Mountain Dew version of Crystal Pepsi, all of which do possess a modicum of accuracy. If I were to directly steal a quote from Wikipedia, I'd say it's more of a lemon-lime taste with a hint of grapefruit. While some might say it's all aftertaste, as anything with grapefruit is prone to do, I do find it much more refreshing than the previous flavors. I don't feel like I have to take a break between sips just so the sugar can finish drilling into my nerve endings. For those of us who've always wanted a soda named after an office supply, Whiteout is aptly named for being white. It's considered an odd color choice for a soda, especially from people who don't remember Squirt. Some might find this unappealing. I say the fact that Mountain Dew itself looks like urine might mean that a soda's color isn't everything. So, which flavor do I want to win? Seriously, bring it back! Okay, sorry about that. What I meant to say was... Don't boo Typhoon lovers, I have my reasons. First off, it's different. It's the only of the three that the flavor, color, or design can't immediately be compared to another Mountain Dew flavor. Distortion looks so much like regular Mountain Dew that it's already being purchased on accident. Typhoon doesn't really taste much different from any other form of punch, save for the fact that it's carbonated. Not to mention that it does bear resemblance to Code Red.
Couldn't Game Fuel also be mistaken for Code Red?
Shut up. Whiteout, however, is unmistakable. Just like Voltage before it, it's unique and distinct enough to warrant a purchase over any other type of similar soda. As voting goes, it seems other people might agree with me. Sure, taking a look at the DEWmocracy map might look like Typhoon is about to sweep the nation, but take a closer look at it. In the majority of the states marked for Typhoon, the division between Typhoon and Whiteout is tied, or off only by 1 or 2%. Look at the Whiteout labeled states. At the time of me writing this, California has Whiteout in the lead by nearly 20%. Oregon, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Wyoming give Whiteout over or nearly a 10% lead. Typhoon's biggest supporting state is Wisconsin, yet it doesn't give Typhoon nearly the lead that Cali does. Typhoon fans might want to start hoarding the flavors, all I'm saying. What I like personally about Whiteout is it's much less of an assault on your taste buds than other Mountain Dew flavors. I hear the term drinkability thrown around beer a lot, but I could say it applies to Whiteout. It's something I can drink when I'm thirsty and not feel like I just freebased a pixie stick. Sure, when you lay out all 3 flavors in a Dixie cup and ask someone which one they like the best, there's a good chance they'll pick Typhoon, but have you ever tried to polish off an entire bottle of this stuff? I'm hard-pressed to believe that anybody could finish off a 2-liter without wanting to vomit a wedding. So yeah, that's it. Well, of course, I don't think it's fair for Mountain Dew to keep making us fight over which flavor's best. I say we combine their forces. That's an unattractive color. Oh god.
Drink power burst, shoot the clouds, it's Jesus, strap them to a ball, shoot the rodeo, dead Jesus rodeo, dead Jesus rodeo. Red Bull may give you wings, but power burst gives you bursts. Burns all over your body, burns. You're the bird man! Time for some Venn diagrams. Boy, power thirst. Man, power thirst. Man. Pregnant woman, power thirst. Holy shit! People with Down syndrome, watch them turn into energetic people with Down syndrome. It's the very slight adjustment, man. T-shirt. Not a t-shirt, rabies.
Actually, it just tastes like a handful of Haribo gummy bears. Really not that bad. Try it yourself if you're feeling lucky.